Hello Aries, welcome beautiful people for your May Zodiac Wheel reading. I'm Elise. Thank you so much for joining me, and for any new viewers, please do click on the subscribe button just there and the little bell next to it, and if you check in the description box below you can find my contact details in there, so if you'd like to join my Facebook group where I do free readings and live watches where you can ask questions live, all the details for that are down there in that description box. So thank you, and spirit, angels and guides, please join us for this reading for Aries, and share any loving messages or guidance for Aries' highest good and the good of all concerned. Thank you. So, Aries, what have we got first up? Oh, how good's that? Ten of Cups. Tens of perfection through completion of a cycle. So there's a cycle here for you, Aries, that is coming to its natural conclusion, and it is going to bring you some true joy and satisfaction. This card speaks of finding that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And indeed you may well find that pot of gold because you've got the Ace of Pentacles in one of the wealth houses, one of the finance houses, the second house, which is all about your self-worth and your resources and your system of support to survive. And the second house also rules the throat and neck. So third chakra energy there. Aces are the beginnings of something fresh and new and individuality. And this is a gift when you have an ace here too, so there may be some sort of gift that you will be receiving. And it's also a message of being at a turning point of change where something could fall into your lap, and again it's confirming that there's a new cycle. So you've been planting that seed and putting your intention forward, and you will start to see the efforts of your endeavours really grow now here through May. Oh, more pentacles. So financially, you are on the right path. Now, it may have taken a little while for you to get it the way you want it, but it's time to reinvent yourself. And also having more time to do what you love. And it's a message of letting you know that you're at an important milestone in your progress. For others, this is opening doors. When one door closes, another one opens. And it also is a great sense of responsibility with this as well. So this is in the area to do with your communication and short distance travel, your transport mode, how you get around. And it's also the area that governs trade, speech and education and journalism as well, for those of you interested in that kind of thing. So that's very interesting that this Knight of Pentacles has showed up there, so that you could well be receiving some sort of payment for any of those trades. The High Priestess is here for you with a sacred message. Lovely. The High Priestess is a mystical energy, really. She's the holder of great knowledge and wisdom. And she understands how to tap into the universal frequency and vibration. She has the knowledge behind that. She also governs things like astrology, numerology, the psyche, mediumship. And in a man's reading, this represents for him a perfect, ideal woman in his life. For those men that are looking for that partner, or it may well already be that you are with that partner. So treasuring that with the High Priestess there. In the area of home, it's a psychic house, which is amplified even stronger because of the High Priestess being there. And it is about your foundation, your parents, usually your mother, and the nation you live in, and land and property. Two of Wands. Now, with this Two of Wands here in the area of where you find your joy, hobbies, sport, pleasures, it also governs children, this fifth house area. It is about your desires and thinking things through carefully and solidifying your plans. And it also is highlighting your passions to do with that fifth house area. Children, pleasure, fun, love that is given. And here you have the Devil. Now this is in your working life. It's about your ambitions and your the Devil card does govern control, having some sort of control. It's a Capricorn card, but it also governs temptation and somebody or something having a power over you. Okay, so this is here in the area affecting work conditions, your workplace, health, food and hygiene, because it's one of the houses that pertain to health, so your mind, body, well-being. It's also your brothers and sister-in-laws, and it's about the service industry. So it could be somebody that is connected to working in the service industries who's feeling rather restricted, and there's a sense of some sort of false promise or broken promise with it as well. Page of Pentacles is also an indication of some good news coming. Important news on the way when the Page of Pentacles appears in your spread, and it is about self-care, strategy and integrity, and also learning that the magic is in your own hands. So here in this area of partnerships, business partnerships, marriage partnerships, the results of your labour, this area governs legal affairs, contracts, scandals. This is a message to you of healing and important news, and something sudden beginning as well. And there may be those of you who are in business with something to do with youth, and there's some important news coming about that as well. Generosity here, people wanting to help out, people wanting to give you help tangible help. The Six of Pentacles is about gratitude, but it's about generosity, and this is to do with other people's resources. So there's people out there that want to be generous to you, I feel, and you therefore can give great gratitude in relation to that. The Six of Pentacles is speaking to you about the give and take of life. There's return on investments, and it indicated, especially with it here in this 8th house, which governs joint resources, inheritances, investments, the beginnings and endings. It governs corporation, taxes, loans, legacies. And this Six of Pentacles here is speaking to you of returns on an investment, bonus, even promotion, and there's a gift that's going to arrive in time. So there's something coming, and it'll arrive just at the right time. It's like when the timing is right, the outcome is assured. Same as making decisions. Once you've made the decision, once the decision's made, the doing becomes effortless. And the Magician is speaking to you about that. Magician is the messenger of Mercury. So the message here is about making some good decisions and turning your dreams into reality. A new portal is open up. It's speaking about creation, the alchemist, and keeping your focus in the area of your higher knowledge and understanding. So this 9th house area expands what you're seeking and expands your wisdom through spiritual, mental and physical explorations. So it's time to ponder, especially with the Magician showing here, some philosophies and your perspectives. So this 9th house area governs the law, religion, the press, flight to foreign lands, dreams, visions, spirituality, and the Magician is one of being able to bring things together successfully to do with those areas. Another page. So this is one that does speak of a bit of gossip going on. Something's hidden. There's hidden meaning. You've got to deal with something on the spot in the area of your career. This is the zenith of the wheel. This is about the rewards of karma, and it governs your social life and your reputation. It also governs the parents in your life, usually the father. The 4th house is usually your mother, and it also is the area that governs governments and promotions and your reputation on the world stage. So there is connections with the Page of Swords to legal contracts also, and a bit of gossip. So you've got to sort of take some things with a pinch of salt. If it doesn't feel right for you, then possibly it isn't. Trust your instincts with that, especially with the Magician next to it. Oh, nice. Another ace. Things are coming up aces for you, Aries. Ace of Swords here. So again, beginnings are possible here with this gift. And the gift of wise decision making, gift of clarification. Very powerful time now, because thoughts can manifest into actions. Once the decision has been made, the doing becomes effortless, and this is in the area of your manifestation, your long-term objectives. You're cutting through the crap. It's a double-edged sword, so it can cut either way, And it's also to do with your social life, your social groups, and your hopes and wishes. So a very nice clarification card there for your long-term objectives. You're going to get clear on it. So now you've got the Knight of Wands. Now the Knight of Wands is changeable, adventurous, excitement. There's travel connected with the Knight of Wands. A vacation can be indicated, even a move of house. So this is all in your subconscious. This is what you're thinking about. Now, you could be hard to pin down also, and this is fire sign energy, so Aries, Sagittarius and Leo. And you know, you could be even feeling like you've really got to fight for everything you're achieving now, or you've had to fight all the way. Nothing's sort of just come your way real easy. But I do feel that you've got the victory with this, and there's some excitement there. You're anticipating things unfolding in the direction that you want to go, and you're feeling quite excited there, Aries. So I'm really happy for you. I like the look of all of that. Okay, so now I'll just focus and ask for your angel, your guardian angel for May, for Aries. You can turn to your guardian angel and ask for guidance, help, or protection. Oh yeah, you're going on an adventure, all right, because you've got the angels of adventure. And the number one, and Aries really do like to be number one. You are number one, and you enjoy that role. So off on an adventure for you. It doesn't have to be anything too grand, just something that you know have a bit of interest in and really enjoy doing. Okay, so what message is there for Aries for any of their questions for this month of May? Okay, we'll take that one. Reconsider is your message. Something you need to reconsider. So think things through. Aries sometimes jumps the gun and gets stuck into something too fast. You've got some decisions to make here, and you've got good signs with the... You've got a couple of pages, and you've got a couple of aces and a couple of knights. So when you've got a couple of different things like that, it indicates a new message. So you've got playful pastimes. So there's something that this adventure can bring out, that playful, fun side of life. You've got new ventures opening up and new beginnings, and you've got that energy to get through the last bit of any kind of fighting that you need to do, figuratively speaking, metaphorically speaking. So now I will finish part one, and I will move on to part two. Part two, Aries, using the Zodiac Oracle, is where the planets are placed for you in your wheel for the month of May. So first up, there's Uranus. Now Uranus is here in this second house of material values and resources. This is one of the wealth houses, one of the financial houses, or how you support yourself. So with Uranus here, Uranus is the planet of freedom and liberation. It governs technology. It brings about radical change. So you may be changing things up with how you spend your money, how you use your money, where you're going to be investing your money. You've got brilliant new beginnings and new ideas with that Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles there. So Uranus also brings a bit of surprise and shock along with it. So something surprising or out of the blue could come like a lightning bolt out of the blue. It's also a very futuristic energy, science and electronics, electricity, electromagnetic energy. So there's a bit of a quantum step forward connected with your finance, wealth area, which may be a bit sort of like, yeah, a bit of, you know, everything's changing and feel a little bit uncertain because of the changes, but ultimately it's going to bring you to a place where you can really express your own originality. And it'll be very liberating for you. And this is a long transit, the Uranus transit. It's not quick, even though the effects of it can feel like something coming out of the blue all of a sudden. And it's in this second house, which is ruled by Taurus. And Taurus, Uranus in Taurus is all about nature and beauty and the laws of nature and ingenuity. At its low vibration frequency, it shows where you might be having difficulty making some of those decisions. That's why make the decision. Once you've made the decision, the doing becomes effortless. While you're humming and hawing and tossing things up and down, that's when the decision seems to be you know, really weighing on your mind. So next you have here the Sun in the third house. Now the Sun in the third house is in Gemini. On the 21st of May it moves into Gemini. So until then the Sun's still in this second house, also highlighting how you earn your money, your self-worth. And especially enhancing your creativity. Then on the 21st of May it moves into Gemini, where your attention's turned towards your immediate surroundings. You could be increasing your interaction with your friends, your relatives, business associates. Everyday dealings are emphasized. So you could be also tempted to pour out energy while not taking any in. So be careful of that. So maybe one of the areas where you can save some energy is, instead of being the one that is always the big communicator, be the passive agent in communication and listen. Now this is also lifts the tempo of life, so things are going to start speeding up a little bit, which we might sort of get off to a bit of a slow start with that, because we've been used to being held back so much for over 12 months now. We've sort of been put on hold all the time, and there's been this shunting sort of backwards and forwards, and having to take things slow. So, you know, a bit of acceleration is like, oh, wait, hang on. So that sort of feeling could be around you as well. And the message with the Sun here in Gemini is, don't leave people in the dark and confused. Communicate your real thoughts and intentions, because it's the time of year here while the Sun is in Gemini to really be clear and make yourself clear and have clear thinking, clear thoughts, clear communications. So is that clear? Getting things clear. Alright, so then there's also Venus here on the 9th of May moving into Gemini, which is a really nice energy, really nice, making everyday activities much more pleasurable. Enjoying socializing and talking. This Venus frequency is only interested in the pleasures of life, so not interested in discussing serious stuff. So there's an opportunity here to really discover the enormous amount of love in your life, and it's also a pushing towards beautifying your surroundings and enjoying the arts or artistic activities in your local environment, short drives out in the country, or to enjoy lovely scenery that you can really appreciate. All of that sort of really good stuff is here, all in this third house of short journeys, communication, and your mental activity as well. Mercury is also there. Now Mercury moved into Gemini on the 4th of May. So this is also very good for communication and gathering information, whether it's networking or data or enjoying books, magazines, the media, computers, anything that helps you learn and communicate is highlighted with Mercury in Gemini. On the 30th, it goes retrograde. 30th of May, Mercury goes retrograde in Gemini, and this is indicating for you a very serendipitous energy taking place, because it's Mercury retrograde is the trickster as well as the healer. So there could be some mishaps, but it is sort of like a stroke of good luck connected with it. Okay, so that's from the 30th of May. Then here in the 4th house you have Mars. Mars is in Cancer, and it's in Cancer until the 12th of June. So it's important to remain conscious of what you're doing now. You could be feeling a little bit irritable and being a bit petty, or feel others are being that way. It might be in your home. There might be different points of view, and you can't agree on things, or if you're living at home with your parents, you might find that a bit difficult. For those of you dealing with the use of land or land ownership, there could also be disputes over that. So Mars energy in Cancer wants you to trust your instincts with professional activities and keep a low profile is the best idea until this transit is over, when it will be followed by a much more positive one, because you don't want to be fighting about something you don't even understand. The good news is with Mars in Cancer is that your self-motivation is really strong, so you can get a lot accomplished, especially around the home, because Cancer is about the home. Okay, and especially with causes that you feel strongly about also. And here you have the new moon. Now the new moon is here in Taurus on the 12th of May. So new moons are about new beginnings, and it also holds unlimited possibilities and wiping the slate clean so you can start afresh. So setting your intentions in this full moon phase, for this new moon phase, sorry, set your intentions, plant your seeds for what you want to see develop and grow. Remembering with the new moon in Taurus here, it's not a great time to spend money, but it is a good time for saving. So if it's your intention to be putting some money away and saving up for something, this is a good time from around the 12th, 13th, 14th to start doing that. Pluto is in Capricorn, and Pluto is the restorer of life. So Pluto has been bringing about some of the biggest changes and transformations in your life, especially in area of career, social status, reputation. It also is the area that governs parents and governments. Okay, so now Pluto goes retrograde on the 23rd. So this is marking a time of gradual assimilation. Newly discovered resources and adjustments are being made to your psyche. Okay, so from the 23rd of April with Pluto retrograde, there could be more work, more jobs. So get your resumes ready, get ready to put your best foot forward out there into the world, because there can be a labyrinth that you've got to get through with that Pluto energy, but the Plutonian frequencies are very scorpionic, so that also enhances your interest into probing to the depths of life. So, and probing into mysteries. So if there's something that you want to put your best foot forward, now's a good time to really do that. So you may find that you've got to gather up your courage and stay strong, but you can develop new skills, you can see new ways unfolding, and definitely pay close attention to your inner voice. Okay, the voice that whispers, the high priestess in us all. Great wisdom and knowledge. Now, if you're having trouble adjusting your channel to the frequency, then you can ask a psychic or a medium like me. You can go to an astrologer and get a reading, and that can help you understand how to fine-tune that frequency a little bit better. Saturn is in the 11th house here in Aquarius. So this is where you've probably been a bit more cautious and maybe found that you've had to have some reality checks to do with your social life, friendship groups, and your long-term objectives and your hopes and wishes. But ultimately, where Saturn's conservatism is leading you, and where you've had the consequences of your actions, is actually leading you to a more secure life. That's the energy and frequency of Saturn, is creating security in our lives. Okay, and giving you time to set and achieve your goals, so that you can gain that long-term goal. So that's what is manifesting for you now, some real security in your future, really. Now, Neptune has been in Pisces for quite a while, and will be staying in Pisces for quite a while, and that's in the area of your subconscious. So this is what's been behind the scenes. This is also the area of the wheel that indicates where you can self-sabotage. So the way to counteract that is to search for self-renewal, okay, and sort of reinventing yourself, and that is a sign that you're growing. You don't always have to be thinking or behaving the way that you once were, because if you stay that way and not grow and evolve, then you're sort of sabotaging yourself from being able to really achieve some of your objectives. So that's sort of where Neptune is trying to give you a new perspective on your reality, okay? And Jupiter is here in moving into the 12th house too. The Lord of Abundance will be moving into Pisces 13th of May Greenwich Mean Time, 14th of May Australian Eastern Standard Time. So this is really going to heighten that Pisces frequency. until the 29th of July. So it is beneficial for anyone with a sun, moon or rising in Pisces, or indeed in any water signs. So this is leading you on an intuitive search for the truth. So it's a very mystical energy, because Jupiter does govern spirituality, philosophy, expansion, and that kind of thing as well. Okay, so in Pisces, it's a very mystical energy and opens up the ease of connection. The conduit is open for sending healing out into the world, into the planet, visualizing how exquisite the healing is, and feel the healing for yourself in your visualizations. Also, really wonderful time to write down some of those dreams and messages that you get through your psyche, because the whole psyche side of things will be heightened. And it also is a sign of campaigning for the underdog. So, with being able to really connect to this healing energy from the Jupiter in Pisces frequency, it's part of realizing that we are all each other's teacher. Even if we don't like what somebody is presenting to us, it is still a part of teaching us, and we are a part of teaching them. We are all each other's mirror. So there could be things that you see in somebody else that you don't actually really like, but it's also a mirror of something in yourself that that you're dealing with. So it is a wonderful time for loving thyself, for forgiveness, because we have to deal with the three-dimensional world in this life. Okay, so there is a lot of energy there to be able to forgive, and the healing can come through music, it can come through appreciation of art, an interest in spiritual or metaphysical realms. The psychic abilities are really aroused at the moment with this Jupiter in Pisces as well. So yes, you will be getting things that you sort of like, did I just hear that, or what? You know, like, you will be getting, or visions. You might be seeing more things, and then having more sort of like deja vu-y type things, because your beliefs, intuitions and your sensitivities are really becoming prominent now. Now Neptune governs the cosmic sea, and it also represents fluids and liquids. Okay, so there could be some activity going, because Jupiter is about expansion, so there could be some activity going on with water, that kind of thing, or fluids, or the ocean itself. So, or you could be even finding yourself more drawn to the ocean than usual. Okay, so now I will just do the confirmation card with the animal totems. And what is your totem for this month, Aries, and what is your message of confirmation for this reading? Nope, that one flipped. What have you got? Oh, victory! You got the Chariot. And number 7 is another number prominent there for you. Arabian horse. You can successfully balance various or opposing energies all at once through determination and focus. You'll earn the rewards and recognition you're receiving. So you can receive some rewards or recognition. Well done, Aries, you deserve it. Sending you many blessings for this month, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me, and please do click on the like button and share with all your friends. And if you want to contact me, don't forget to check out the details in the description box below, and you'll find me at the any of those places that I've got listed there for you. Until next month, look forward to reading for you again. Namaste.